Hi everyone, this is Cindy of Create the Heart, and I'm back with a whole and project share. This is going to be part one because I have quite a bit to share with you guys. So I'm going to start with just a share. I don't have a project for this, but I wanted to share this. I don't buy a lot of destashes because I myself am getting rid of stuff. So why do I want other people's stuff? Not unless it's something I really, really like. And one of those things that I wouldn't say always buy, but always look at is when someone is destashing the grading farm. Because some of the grading farm you can't find anymore unless you get it through farmer's market or you buy on eBay. So I'm always excited to buy this. So this is a really, really good deal. And I forget who I bought this from, but it was $60 shipped for all of these grading farm stamps. So I'm going to show you them really quickly in case these might be ones that you might be looking for, so that you know the names of them and that they even exist. That's another thing too, is even knowing some of the grading farm stuff that exists out there. So first one was a geisha or geisha Anya. This one is fashionista. Day Off Anya, Simply Anya, the Princess number 3 Anya. This one you can't see really well, but I really wanted this really bad. I think this one is called Cuddly Anya, I think that is. She's got like a hot cocoa and some cute little slippers. I really, really wanted that one. Superstar Anya. This one is Totes Anya. I really wanted this one as well, which was Lolly Anya. And the other one that I really, really wanted was the Cheerleader Anya. So we had to buy them in groups of 5, and it was such a good deal. So for 10 of them shipped, that was $6 a piece, including shipping. So it's a really good deal. So on to my other parts of my haul. Like I said, it is going to be a 2-part haul because I do want to be able to show you some ideas and what they look like cut out. I don't always do this with my hauls, but I decided with these ones because they were ones that I really wanted to buy. One of my butterflies got all crazy. So I had seen on Live Love Scrap, Bona made the cutest butterfly card, and that stamp set you cannot, or die set you can't find anywhere. So I think it was a We Are Memory Keepers, I don't know, but she bought it Tuesday morning, or she'd seen it at Tuesday morning and then bought it from eBay. Cannot find that one anywhere, and you can't even find nesting butterfly dies anywhere. So I did find this one. I think it's a little smaller than the one she has, but I think it's a good substitute. It's called Nellie's Multi-Frames. It's a nesting butterfly. The number for it is MFD064. I bought it on Ecstasy Crafts. Can't remember the exact price with shipping. I want to say with shipping it was about $14 or $15. So it wasn't a bad price than what I had seen on eBay, and for things that were similar was not a bad price. So let me show you what I made with this. I did make a butterfly card, a little smaller than the one that Bona made. I used Prima paper, I think it's rose quartz, which is like my new favorite paper. And so I just made a card very similar to the one that she made, not layered exactly the same, but kind of similar. I also had the texture paste white sand, which I had used on my art journal, and I went ahead and used it for that. And then I just used some black thread that I had and kind of wound it around and glued it in the back. It actually looks really nice. Can't really see that. I made my own rolled flower. I've got a little gem in there. I've got another Prima flower here from my stash, and I had removed, it had like a seed bead in there, like a brown or a tan one, and I had removed that and just put a gem in there instead. And then this little butterfly, I went ahead and put some gems down the middle. Oops, it popped right off. I have to glue that down. I'm going to glue that down when I get a chance, because I usually glue down my gems because they don't stick really well. And then I did some stickles. This is the silver stickles around this this butterfly right here. And I got this sticker. This is a Tim Holtz sticker. It's like a whole sticker pack. These ideology chit chat stickers that I've had in my stash forever. I just used the one that says kindness and did that. And I love, love, love how it came out. I think it just comes out really beautiful. So I've got that. And then what I did was, it's not completely dry yet, but I made an easel card. So here is the card laying flat. And I just made an easel card with it. So basically I made a card much like this card, and then I just bended it bended it forward, and attached my my front piece card on top of it and made an easel card. And then just decorated the front. And then I am using these flowers that I recently got from, I want to say from Hobby Lobby, when they were on sale. And I just added some stickles to them, kind of drying. And then I'm going to tilt it up so you can see how it stands up. And so here it is. And Enjoy the Moment is just a paper tray ink stamp that I've had forever. And there it is right here. And it does stand up. And it looks very, very cute. So that's something else that I made with this die. And then this paper, I think, is Tales of You and Me from Prima, which is great for these type of things. So that was the other thing that I made using this die. Okay. So the other die that I want to share with you guys is this one right here. And this is the Lori Whitlock. I got this one from Joann's. I bought a bunch of dies from Joann's, so I will be showing you that. But this is, I think, I want to say that it was really cheap. It was 40% off, so maybe $8 or $9. And you get a lot of pieces with it. It's the Lori Whitlock. It's called the Double Tote. And it's a thinlit die. It is super tiny. I did cut it out so you guys can see how tiny it is. Here it is right here. And this is how I didn't really decorate it too much because the paper is already kind of done. And so it is very tiny. So to give you an idea, like nail polish would fit very nicely in here. This is a bottle of stickles to give you an idea. It's very, very small. I don't know what else could fit in here. So if you have this die and you've used it and put things in it, I would love to know what you've put in here. But keep in mind that it is very, very small. It's very little. So you can see what it looks like with the stickles bottles in there. So you can see how big it is. So it cut very nicely. It did come together very easily. Inside of these thinlit packages, there is a kind of a direction space. So it does give you some directions on what things look like and how to put it together. So I did purchase that. The other thing that I want to show you guys, the last thing I'm going to show you for this video, because we're already at 8.5 minutes, is this Brenda Walton Biggs die. It is a French bow, I think is what they're calling it. It's calling it a French bow, and it makes a double bow, or of course you can use these bows by themselves. It was $8 and some change on Joann's. I think it was 40% off. That's why I went ahead and got this. So I'm going to give you two examples. So here is a bow. So it does make a really beautiful bow. This is using a rose quartz paper from Prima. So it does make this beautiful bow. Very easy to put together. And then the other thing was I went ahead and I made a bow card. Now this was not as easy, and I'm going to have to probably use some glue to make sure this stays down because it's not staying down really well. But I did use Bona from Live Love Scrap. I used her tutorial on how to make this, except I used the bow die. So it's very doable with this. It does have it probably would, using the dies that she does, have kind of a deep kind of groove center. You know what I mean? Like you have to really use a lot of pop dots, you know, a foam tape to kind of elevate your center image a little bit. I do find that it probably would be better if you used some glue as well, which I did not use. So I do recommend that, but it does make this bow card, and this size of this card is 4.5 by 4.5. And then if I was to make an envelope for it, I would make one at 5 by 5. You know, I'd make an envelope on my punch board and make it 5 by 5. And so that's a nice size card without it being too large. And there you go. And then you can, of course, make one that has a little bit of, that's more of a box for this so that it can fit in there. So anyway, that is what I have to share with you. Stay tuned for part 2 where I'm going to demonstrate, but I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple more things that I've made with some current dies that just came in. Thank you for watching. This is Cindy of Creating with a Heart.